Let me tell you about Sarah. She had what looked like a perfect life, a good job, a nice apartment, friends who loved her. Yet, every morning she'd wake up with a familiar hollow ache deep in her chest. It was a feeling of being a stranger in her own story. Her mind would race through to-do lists, anxieties, and the relentless pressure to keep achieving, while her body felt heavy and tired, disconnected from the frantic pace of her thoughts. She ate at her desk, scrolled through her phone until her eyes burned and ignored the quiet whispers of her heart that pleaded for something more, something real. She was successful, but she wasn't whole. This feeling isn't unique to Sarah. It's a quiet epidemic of our time, a profound sense of fragmentation. We are taught to compartmentalize ourselves. We are told to lead with our minds at work, to silence our hearts when they are inconvenient. The symphony of self? Why wholeness requires body, mind, and heart? Imagine a symphony orchestra, where the string section decides to play a different piece of music from the brass section, while the percussionists are on a completely different tempo. The result would be a cacophony, a mess of noise that is jarring and incoherent. This is precisely what happens inside of us when our body, mind, and heart are not aligned. Body, mind, heart. Our mind might be driving us toward a goal that our heart has no investment in, while our body is screaming for rest. This internal conflict is the source of our deepest stress and confusion. Wholeness is not about achieving perfection. It is about achieving integration. It is about getting all the parts of ourselves to play the same beautiful, messy, and authentic song. When we talk about alignment, we are talking about bringing these three essential centers of our being into conversation with one another. Visual call-out: mind. The three pillars of our inner home: mind, heart, body. To build a life of alignment, we must first understand the three foundational pillars that hold us up: our mind, our heart, and our body. The first pillar is the mind. This is more than just our intellect. It's our inner world of thoughts, beliefs, narratives. Tending to our mind means becoming a conscious curator of our thoughts. It involves practices like mindfulness journaling. It's about learning to reframe negative self-talk and choosing to focus on thoughts that are rooted in courage, self-compassion. The second pillar, the heart, is our emotional and intuitive center. The third pillar is the body, our physical home. Bodies hold immense wisdom and keep our history, gut feelings, shoulder tension, lightness in our step, all communication. These pillars are not separate, they are interconnected. Understanding the three pillars is the first step, but the real transformation happens when we intentionally weave them together through daily practice. These practices don't need to be complex, they're small, deliberate acts of integration. Mind, body, heart. One powerful tool: breathwork. Breath is automatic. Breath is under conscious control. It bridges our inner worlds. Grounding is another profound practice. In busy, screen-filled lives, we can live entirely in our heads, disconnected from our physical selves and the earth beneath us. Grounding brings your awareness back into the body and connects you with the present moment. Stand barefoot on the grass and feel the earth's support. Meditation is a cornerstone practice for alignment. Try a simple body scan meditation to connect mind, body, heart. How do you know when you are moving toward alignment? It's not a lightning bolt or a grand epiphany. It's quieter than that. Subtle, profound shifts in everyday life. One of the first signs, a growing sense of presence. Less consumed by anxieties about the future, less consumed by regrets about the past. More able to inhabit the present moment, to truly taste your food, to really hear what a loved one is saying, to feel the sun on your skin. Presence doesn't mean you're never worried or sad. It's having an anchor of stillness to return to. Decisions become easier, not because choices are simpler, but because your integrated wisdom shows up. Your mind's logic, your heart's values, your body's gut feelings. Pointing a coherent direction, you trust yourself more. The should I or shouldn't I battle quiets, replaced by quiet knowing. Alignment brings deeper resilience. A quiet, bubbling sense of purpose begins to permeate your days. We have a cultural obsession with finding our purpose. We treat it like a hidden treasure. We treat it like a winning lottery ticket. We go on expensive retreats, we read countless books, we take personality quizzes, we search frantically for one magical answer. But this premise is flawed. The great secret: purpose isn't found. Purpose emerges from within when you live in alignment. Think of tending a garden. You don't find a tomato. You create the right conditions. You till the soil. You provide water. You provide sunlight. You pull the weeds. You create a healthy, nourishing environment. Then in time, the tomato grows. That's purpose. Aligning your body, aligning your mind, aligning your heart. That is tending your inner garden. Clear limiting beliefs that creates fertile ground for purpose to sprout. Purpose is not scale, it's authenticity. The beautiful, liberating truth is that your purpose is already inside you. It is not something you lack or need to acquire. It is your unique essence, waiting patiently to be expressed. It has been there all along, beneath the layers of expectations, fears, the noise of a world that constantly tells you who you should be. The journey of alignment is not about becoming someone new. It is the journey of courageously and tenderly peeling back those layers to remember and reclaim the person you have always been. It is a process of coming home to yourself. You are already whole. The work is simply to remember your wholeness. This journey does not require a dramatic upheaval of your life. It begins with small, consistent practices that re-establish the sacred conversation between your body, mind, heart. So, I invite you to begin today. Not tomorrow, not next week. Right now. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Bye!